Hello everybody, welcome to a different sort of video. Today I'm going to do a review on this Fmais camera, or Fmais camera, that I bought for under £20 to answer the question, can you buy an action camera for less than £20? Well, technically yes, because I have, but is it any good? Okay, so I've taken the camera out of the box. Also out of the box is the Sports Cam waterproof full HD 1080p instruction manual. We'll go through that in a second. And the box itself, 2-inch screen. Now I like my action cameras to have screens rather than to be able to link up to my phone. That's just a personal choice. So these are your colour options. I went for black. I think that was just default. I'll have a link in the description where I got this from. I got it off Amazon, so I'll put that in the description for you. Along the side here we've got enjoy it, love it, mount it, wear it, and some of the specifications here on the screen now. Your £20 or just under, I can't remember how much it was, will get you a few bits and pieces all wrapped. This is just housing for your camera, so you can attach it to other bits and pieces. You'll have a clip. This clip will go onto a helmet or like a GoPro bra. Incidentally, you can, and this one as well with a slightly different fitting, you can actually buy an accessory kit for £10. I'll try to remember to put that in the description as well. It just gives you a lot more options with your camera. Then there's mounts, which are anything with a bar, so a bike that would be good for, I would imagine, for the handlebars perhaps. Various sticky mounts for when you need to stick them on. There's a couple of straps there. Just other random bits and pieces. You can make an awful lot with this. I've done it with my other action cam where I put everything on my bike, including the waterproof casing. So there's the USB cable so you can charge it. Just another piece itself. Just quickly go through the instruction manual. This is always a bit of a danger because what they'll do is they'll make an instruction manual that's generic for a lot of different models. So as we can see straight away, this doesn't look much like this. I mean, the same shape and everything, but this is generic for one with a screen. It's actually a lot closer to this one, which is my other action cam. This one's had a bit of use, as you can see. The English in the instructions doesn't seem to be too bad. So there you've got a load of illustrations as to what you can do with your camera. The numbering system seems to be very strange. Also, I've noticed that on this camera compared to my other action camera, the settings are a little more difficult to negotiate. So you get a little sound when it turns on. And the screen there, we can check that against the quality of the other camera. The other camera, incidentally, was about £45, so it's 2 times the price there. Well, this isn't going to be very easy, but immediately the fisheye lens on the more expensive camera with the Wi-Fi is just a little bit better. You don't get an awful lot, but as you can see with the other one, just as a comparison, they're very similar. In fact, they're almost identical in shape and the way they work. The options that you have, you click through using the menu. That's how you turn it on as well. So the options that you have are to take video, to take photos, and to view the videos you've already taken. You press the top button to play the video. It does have sound, although I don't think you can pick it up. It's not very loud at all. And that would be the microphone in there, I guess. So you click the button on the top again to pause, and then you've got your menu brings you back. You've got your up arrows. This one actually has a zoom, a digital zoom, so up to 4 times, so that's an option. The instructions don't actually tell you, what with them being generic, on how to change things like how to get rid of the timestamp and how to change your resolution and everything. You actually hold the record, because you've only got the 4 buttons, and that one's working as zoom. You actually hold the record button down to get into the settings. So a short press starts the recording. And there we go, it cycles down to 0. So the other number told you how much time you had left recording. And then this is cycled down to 0, and we recorded 9 seconds worth. The final thing I'll mention, just turn it off. Okay, it doesn't want to turn off. There we go, nice little tune. Two of the things I'll mention is that it has the same auto screen off after a minute as this one does. I assume you can change that in settings, but I haven't tried. With this one, you click, with the old one, the more expensive one, you click in and the SD card comes proud. Whether that's a fault with the cheaper one or that they're all, and then it clicks back in. Whether it's a fault with this one or because it's cheaper or what, but you can't click that out. The only way I found to pull that SD card out once it's in is to use a very sharp implement and sort of tease it out. So I don't know, it could be a fault that I've got with this camera, or it could be like that on all of them. Okay, now I'll show you some side-by-side footage, probably to some music montage that I'm not going to talk over, so you can see how the difference is in recording. Also, I'll show you the waterproof case that comes with the camera, and we test that in a river. It seemed to do all right. It seemed to do fine. This piece here, this telescopic piece, doesn't actually come with it. That's from that £10 accessory kit that I mentioned. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this rather different video, please leave a like and drop a comment as well if you'd like to see me do more videos like this, or if you'd like to tell me to get back to doing the ones that you actually enjoy, that's also fine. Can you buy an action camera for less than £20? Yes, you can, but you probably shouldn't. I think you should save the money and maybe fork out a little bit extra for something like that. I really like this one. It's not the best, but it's still quite a good cheap camera. Probably available now for about, or equivalent now for about £40, maybe up to the 50 bracket. But they're good. I've never used a GoPro, so this is what I would suggest you go for over this one. This one's good as a secondary camera that you want for cheap, which is why I bought it. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.